Ready for some coffee?
Yeah, I'm coming.
Here. How do you feel?
Feel kind of foolish.
Oh, don't. I love you, Dan.
Thanks. Hey, it's Sunday, isn't it? Aren't you supposed to be in church?
Well, there are some things that are more important than Sunday morning services and being a preacher. You know, I think that there are just those things that you can do that, like helping a younger brother, helping an older brother, as a matter of fact, it can make somebody feel a lot better. That's what I'm doing here right now.
Thanks. You know, I think I realized something last night. I don't really want to die.
Well, you know, as a pastor, I've noticed that about people. All over the world, once a week, people sing like crazy about going to heaven. But then when it comes right down to it, well, I guess they got to fill a songbook with something.
Yeah. You know, still, seriously, I found that I've gotten onto a dead-end street, and how I got there, I don't know. I don't know, Kevin, it just seems after the war, something was lost somewhere. Pam and I had dreams that that was lost, and something died.
Dan, look out that window. That window. Nature dies and it comes back to life again. It's a cycle. And you know, we're all part of that cycle. Like the rain falling down and bringing new life. So you can let faith in yourself wash over you. You know, we gotta keep trying. We gotta keep loving. Otherwise, you know, you're right that there's nothing left to live for. I love you, Dan. And I believe there's hope in love. It's the only hope left in this crazy world. And, you know, I believe you love your family. You know, even when you strike out at them with frustration, you would be indifferent if you didn't love them.
I do, but still with Dan and think with Rodney.
Oh, yeah. Well, I know it seems like so much, but, you know, I was talking with Dr. Chambers, and he was talking with a colleague of his, an audiologist, and there may be a breakthrough soon. Already, there could be a new drug being developed to offer temporary relief from their ringing. Already, there are some hearing aid master devices that will sometimes offer temporary, even permanent relief. See, we just got to talk to the VA.
Well, I hope so. It would be nice. I mean, like I said, I just get so irritable sometimes or frustrated, and sometimes it even wakes me up at night and I can't get back to sleep. And if I have a headache, well, I mean, I've taken aspirin for it, but it doesn't seem to help.
Well, you know, Dr. Chambers said something else to me, and that is well, too much aspirin can cause temporary ringing in the ears.
Too much aspirin. Temporary ringing in the ears. Oh, God, what a sense of humor. But then, humor about Rodney. I mean, Kevin, Rodney died saving my life. I mean, he died for me, and I don't deserve it.
No, but you know, a lot of people struggle with that. And you know, if we can't change it, we gotta live with it, and you can accept that too.
But now Pam's gone.
Maybe not. I called her last night. She agreed to come over this morning at about 10 o'clock. That's why I called you.
Well, it's almost 10 now. I wonder what'll happen. Yes, I'll have to leave.
Well, I'm going to tell you where I would start. We could start by repairing some broken bridges and maybe trying to build some new ones.
Hey. Oh. Pam? Richard?
You boys still playing heroes?
Well, what do you want me to say? Well, I guess we may as well start with the realization that we better not count on any simple answers. You know, most of the instant miracles that I read about, well, they're just in books. The rest take time and work. Well, maybe we should start, Dan, why don't we start that? Can you tell us a little something about how you felt last night?
Well, different than today, for sure. I mean, I just felt like I had come to the end of my rope and that I couldn't take it anymore. And I guess I'm going to be honest. I guess I just felt like I had self-pity, wallowing in self-pity. I felt like no one really cared, no one loved or understood. I think I was wrong.
Well,
But that's how I felt last night.
yeah. Well, you know, one thing that does factor into the situation very strongly is this ringing in the ears. You know, I happened to talk to Dr. Chambers last night. I did talk to a colleague of his, and this severe tinnitus, this is actually considered to be the third worst affliction medically. The first worst affliction is severe constant pain. The second worst affliction is severe constant dizziness. And then the third worst affliction is this constant ringing in the ears. And that's quite a handicap in itself. But the big problem is that it's a disability it's not in anybody's awareness but yourself. And that's just a handicap all by itself.
Maybe I should have tried harder to understand again. But I would just get so frustrated because I was hurt too. I was physically tired and hurting too. And maybe you did feel that way all the time. But you didn't want to know me feel that way ever. Well, I did. And I do.
I know. You know, I had such high hopes and dreams for us one time. I mean, I remember thinking about how it would be when I came home. And then in Boston, when I was walking in uniform from the airport to the bus station, I had to go past Boston Gardens, and there was a demonstration going on, and there were a bunch of people that followed me down the sidewalk, hollering, baby killer, and I remember feeling so angry and upset, and I wish there were goots. I wanted to kill them all, and I think I carried that home.
I remember the minute you walked through that door, feeling afraid of you, and I didn't know why. And I wanted to ask you, but I was afraid. And I was so afraid, and I loved you, and I asked you to go right. Oh, we're supposed to. It's okay.
It looks nice, Paul.
Like you're at home?
Sure, Paul, sure.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are.
Yes. Yes. I like it, Paul. I really like it.
Me too, Paul. Me too.